Okay guys, we're back out here. I grabbed these three. This little Husky, a medium Stanley, 8-incher. Oh, it's also metric. And a big boy, 12-incher. All for 50 cents each. Okay, we got some parts here I'll show you in a second. And we also grabbed this. Let me put you down for a second. Oops. Anything wrong with his fingerprints? I think that is cool. Bracket. The whole deal. So I think that's gonna look good under the dash. Cassette player. So that's for Junior. And put that down for a second. Okay, we got a couple different brackets here. I'll see if any of them help me. These right here, you would drill a circular hole and clip them to frame, and it holds the lines. Got a bag of those. Got this goofy looking thing. Got this that holds one line, but can be modified to hold the other bracket. And the same with these. These brackets are the same. Yeah, they appear to be the same part number. Okay, and this thing. Just some things, you know, you mention stuff at work and people pull shit out of their drawers that could be 20 years old, you don't know. And I want to show you guys this. If you ever have to clamp something, you don't want to damage the paint. Like when I drilled the first hole, I clamped it down here to drill the second hole. Okay, with that, I'm going to get the hoses on, then we'll find out, figure out some brackets. Okay guys, this bracket works perfect on the big bolt on the front of the oil pan. Boop. Except I got two lines. That clip works perfect. Made for 8mm or 5/16 lines. Pop that off, and I got that. Done. Ain't going nowhere. These things are like pre-tensioners. And as you can see, that baby ain't coming back out. So let's mount this on the front of the oil pan. Snap the two lines to it. We'll trim the rubber hose that I have for insulators from there back. We'll bring them to the front, make sure they're bent right, and hook our hoses to them. Let's see what we got. Okay, there it is in a nutshell. Actually, the hose kind of disappears behind the bar, but we got those Whittick clamps up top. Nice radius coming down. It goes down under there, and I know you probably can't see it. This hose is the temporary fuel line. Another wire wiggling is the temporary starter line. But I put the bracket there coming off the oil pan, bent the lines nice, put fittings, tucked it up neat. You can see they come, and I staggered them on purpose so you wouldn't have two couplers touching each other with the Whittick things. So they have the nice bobs on there. You ain't getting those hoses off those bobs. They're the same as these. I had a pair of these screwed into the transmission and a piece of 3/8 hose looped around. That's how we broke the motor in. That's how it was running all this time. And I forgot to pull them out when I put the unit in. So I went under the car to take the hose off. Could not get the hose off. And that was regular gas line. Could not get it off these bobs. I had to slice it with a razor. Then I got covered with training fluid. Made it a little harder. Getting these off sucked. The back one was easy. The front one, whew, front one took a little. Then I put the fittings in. We bent up the lines. Ran them down the driver's side. Right where it goes around over the cross member and the engine mount. I put a piece of 3/8 fuel line over them. I had big pieces on it. I just emptied the garbage. I shortened them down to, if this is the end of the table, maybe here with the mount, like right here. So for some reason they did want to wiggle or jiggle and they hit the edge of the mount, you know, the stiff part. Not meaning the engine hitting it. It's nowhere near flexing and hitting anything. It would have something to land on. And then I did that bracket, snapped the two lines in, did all my modifications. Then on that bracket I put one zip tie around each line, so it can't pop out of the bracket, which it really can't, because once the brackets were like this, I can't even bend my finger far enough, and once the line goes past it, these are like locked in, so you can do it, but they gotta like touch each other for it to do it, and they're like locked in like this. But I ran a safety loop around it anyway, just to be safe. And Junior went to get some gas. We're gonna fire it up, see if anything leaks. If anything leaks, we put the cover on it and move on to our next project.